Hi, I hope everybody's getting adjusted in the course, English 1302 Mini-Mester. Today I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about basic MLA headings and labs, how to complete those labs. So if you go into the course from the home page and scroll down under course materials, you will see that there's a section for labs. In this section it describes in detail how to deal with the lab assignments. There are 4 lab assignments in this course, and the lab assignments are designed to help reinforce information that you will need later on in the course. So labs basically consist of a full academic summary and a screenshot placed on a document that's set up in correct MLA formatting. So in order to accomplish that, you can access the videos under labs. The first video, of course, is how to write a summary. It's going to show you how to write a summary, and you're going to summarize the video on how to write a summary. So you can select that video or access that video by selecting the hypertext. It should take you straight to the YouTube video that is associated with that hypertext.
Let's suppose that you're writing a really important
Of course,
email
there's
to a
always a
colleague.
commercial.
Or a post on Facebook that all your friends will see.
So the video that we're interested in is how to write a summary, and this is published by Smart English. So watch the video, and McLeod is going to teach you some basic steps to correctly summarize something in an academic environment. So pay careful attention to that. You might want to take notes. And once you watch that video, you're going to create the lab assignment. So if we go back into the course menu under labs and scroll down just a little bit, you'll see that here is an example of the lab assignment, a complete lab assignment, and a list of bullet points to remind you of that process and how to effectively create this assignment. Labs should begin with a strong introductory sentence that specifically introduces the title of the video, the speaker, and the publisher. If you watch the video, that's one of the first things that McLeod tells you about an academic summary. Labs should include a complete academic summary, which includes all major details in each video. There's no set length, however, each lab should include all details discussed in each video. The videos are pretty short. For instance, this first one's only 3 minutes long, so there's not a lot of details. But labs can never be 2 to 3 sentences. They are a full academic summary with an introductory sentence, details, transitions between the ideas, and a concluding sentence. Labs should include a complete summary first and then a screenshot of the video. You can get a screenshot by using Insert, Screenshot, Screen Clipping, in Microsoft Word. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Lab assignments should follow MLA 8 style guides for the basic layout of an MLA essay. Labs are due by 11 p.m. on the designated due date of this course, and so we know that that designated due date, of course, is this Friday by 11 p.m. Like all documents, labs must be submitted as a .doc or a .pdf. I can't grade any other document format or give you any kind of feedback on other document formats, so it's really important that you pay attention to that. One of the things to note is that the labs can be done, there's 4 of them, and they can be done once you're comfortable with what I'm asking you to do. They can be done all at once. You don't have to wait. You can go through and do them all and submit them. So that's one way to get rid of or get past some of the requirements in the course. So let's talk about how to set that up. In the process of learning how to set up a lab, I'm also teaching you how to set up a basic MLA paper. So you'll need Microsoft Office Word. I'm going to go there now. Blank document. And right at the upper left-hand corner, you can see that your cursor is there ready to go. So I'm going to set up this document as if I was writing the paper. The student's first name and last name. The instructor's name comes next. The course, in this case, English 1302M is plenty, but you want to specifically identify your course, and then the date. In this instance, I'm going to ask that you use proper MLA style date formatting. So that's going to be for today, the 19th December 2017. So a couple of things to note here. While you have all the correct components here, you also want to include a page number. To do this, you can go up to Insert, scroll across to Page Numbers. You want your page number to be at the top of the page for MLA. And in this case, choose plain number 3. That's the third option down. And you can see that it opens up in the header region, and you want to include your last name, 1 space, in the page number. Now, all MLA documents have some basic characteristics that you must conform to. And one of those characteristics is that every line is double spaced. The font is Times New Roman, and it's 12 points. So you can see that we have here in our document currently, by default, we have Calibri, and it's 11 points. So I want to fix that. The way to fix that is to simply highlight the text and then go into this section here, change it to Times New Roman, and change this to 12 point. There's still another issue, and that is double spacing. All lines from the very beginning of an MLA style paper to the very last line, that includes any lines on a works cited page, any lines anywhere in the essay, or any other kind of document, should be double spaced. And you can accomplish this by highlighting your text, right-clicking on your text, scrolling down the paragraph. When the paragraph window opens, set spacing values to 0, and then choose double spacing. Okay, so there, we're set. We have effectively created double spacing in our document. There is another issue though. Up here in your page numbering section, you can see that this is still Calibri, and it's 11 points. So go ahead and highlight that stuff in your page number, change it to Times New Roman, and 12 point. You want to make sure that your document appears unified, so that includes all text, all fonts, everything, including spacing, needs to all look like it goes together into one cohesive document. So make sure that you change all those items that do count off for documents that aren't unified. So make sure you're aware of that. And then select down, give yourself a title. In this case, we're creating lab number 1, so that's a sufficient title for this particular assignment. When you create your summary, begin by tabbing 5 spaces. Remember, good paragraph formatting includes a tab space at the beginning of each body paragraph. So you can see, and this is just off the top of my head, but I'm creating the introductory statement for this particular lab, and I've specifically identified the name of the publication, the publisher, and the speaker. So those are important details in that very first sentence. There are also a couple of other things you need to consider when creating your lab. You need to document titles correctly. So this title, for instance, Smart English, is a major publication title that houses or publishes these smaller videos. So in this case, you want to italicize major titles, and minor titles or titles that are contained underneath a larger publication go in quotation marks. In MLA, we don't underline anything. It's either italicized or in quotation marks. The basic rule is that major titles where other items are published underneath major titles like book titles, collection titles, journal titles would be italicized, and then smaller items published within those entities would be in quotation marks. So for instance, a short story in our textbook would be in quotation marks. A poem in the textbook would be in quotation marks. A song on an album would be in quotation marks. Those are some examples. You can Google other examples of how to properly document titles in MLA 8 and if you still have additional questions. So once you get your complete summary written, and you've followed the rules in the first video, then you're ready to insert a screenshot. So wherever your cursor is, that's where the screenshot is going to be placed. And in these summaries, or in the lab assignments, I would like your summary first and your screenshot second. So place your cursor where you want your screenshot to be inserted. Again, go to Insert, scroll across, and you'll see the option for Screenshot. Now, this is the option that you're going to select. You want to make sure that you have the video that you are summarizing open behind your Microsoft Office Word document at this time. So once you have that open behind, you can go to Screenshot, select it, scroll down to Screen Clipping. Screen Clipping gives you a little more power over what you will be inserting into your document. Screen Clipping. And then you can see that the document right behind Microsoft Office Word becomes hazed over. In this case, it's my examples from the course menu under lab assignments, but for you, it would be the video that you're wanting to clip. So you can see that you can freely move your mouse cursor. It looks a little bit differently. It looks like a crosshair. Place it at the upper left-hand portion of the image you would like to insert into your document. Once you get it where you want it to be, select the left mouse button and begin to drag diagonally across the surface of whatever it is you would like to clip. And once you get that done, let go of your mouse button and it will place that image exactly how you have clipped it into your document. This is a really useful tool. So while we're using this for our lab assignments, you can also use this later, perhaps in other courses, to include visuals, graphs, charts, Excel spreadsheets, and your research-based documents. One of the advantages of doing a screenshot or collecting a screenshot this way is that you can also resize this image to fit your needs. You can move it around and manipulate it however you see fit. But that is how to create a screenshot in Microsoft Office Word. After you've completed your full summary, you've included your screenshot, your lab is ready to be submitted. So you can go up to File, save your lab. Remember to save it as a .doc or a .pdf so that I can give you feedback on this document. Anyway, that's how to correctly create a lab and correctly set up an MLA styled paper heading. A good pro tip before I close this video down is once you get that heading set up and you have it correct, everything's double spaced, everything's 12-point type, you've got your page number and everything's Times New Roman, take that basic heading and save it as MLA heading, and then every time you do a document in this course, for instance major papers or lab assignments, you can go ahead and open up that basic MLA heading, retitle it. You don't have to recreate the heading every time, change the date of course and the things that are applicable like the title, but your basic formatting is already set up so you don't have to keep doing this over and over and over again and risk making a mistake. That's what I do when I create essays in my courses that I've taken along the way. So I hope that helps. Anyway, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me anytime. Good luck.